How's it going, everybody? Ken from All Pro here. If you're new to the channel, you haven't seen very many of our videos, we're all about Jeeps. We love parts, accessories, modifications, anything of the nature. We even tend to do a bunch of videos of our little Jeep trips and excursions, the occasional tacos, adult beverages. Thanks, Steve Baginski from District 14 for my cool cup. Keeping my vodka nice and cool. Appreciate you joining us. So a while back, we were cruising Facebook, and Rusty's Off-Road on their page made a post about their Jeep TJ bolt-in sport cages. I thought to myself, wow, I've been selling Rusty's for a long time. Didn't even know he offered one. How silly of me. Within an hour, my buddy Bob says, dude, did you see Rusty's TJ cage? We were both mind blown. So we got a hold of Rusty's and got one. So since I never even knew the product existed, today we're gonna put one in. Why, you may ask, does Bob need a cage? I don't know that Bob needs a cage. He's never rolled his Jeep. Doesn't want to roll his Jeep. He might not want to roll his Jeep. Depends on the tacos and the adult beverage. He might consider it. You don't ever plan for that. And am I saying that this cage is going to be built for 100-mile-an-hour NASCAR barrel rolls? Nope, not at all. This is for you're on a trail ride, you lose traction with your tires, you're in a side hill situation, and you flop. In a flop situation, a bolt-in cage will do its job. It'll stop you from dying. I've actually witnessed people with just factory cages flip their Jeep or flop their Jeep, and the whole front half of the vehicle completely gets smashed. They got lucky, but they could have seriously got injured. So while I will say that a bolt-in cage of this nature is not designed to be barrel rolling down the side of a mountain, in a flop or a tipping type situation, it'll stop you from getting severely hurt and help resist a lot of major damage. You're still gonna have damage, you're gonna hurt your top, you might bust your windshield frame. Who cares about mirrors? They're expendable anyways. This is a cheap, cost-effective way to stop you from getting severely hurt in a minimalistic flip or flop situation. If we were worried about it being severe rolling, then at that point we would build Bob a full custom cage, which we're capable of here in-house. We just avoid the custom fabrication these days. But if we were worried about that, we'd build a full custom cage, we'd tie it into the frame, it would be all fully welded, we'd ditch the factory cage, we wouldn't even keep it because it's just not sturdy enough. But for his application, for overlanding, two-tracking, you know, the occasional rock crawling, stuff of that nature where he might just like go over backwards or flop, this is gonna work perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this now. I've never seen this product in person. I've never done one of these specific brand cages. So let's unbox this and see what we get our hands into today. And there you go, styrofoam. Usual, it's pretty common, right? It's what Rusty's always sends us, styrofoam. And parts. How long have we had this cage sitting here waiting to be installed, Bob?
A couple months.
Been a couple months. Been a couple months. We've just been so darn busy trying to keep up with our own crap. So there's one tube. There's a tube, another tube. I was gonna say something bad, but. And another tube. So, first impressions. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting thin wall, cheap tubing. It is not. This is heavy duty, 1 3/4, 120 wall DOM tubing. This is actually much stronger than the factory tubing. It looks and appears to be 100% bolt-in. He's got a wrinkle powder coat finish on it. It's got all sorts of attachment points and holes cut into it, I'm sure that we're gonna be using. It's all laser cut. Wow. This is not some chintzy Chinese piece of crap. Then, it looks like we got us a box of hardware. And what do we get for hardware? instructions. Who needs instructions? Just another man point of view. We got some really fancy washers, a bunch of hardware. These are fancy washers. They're going to go up along the cage. You can tell because of the way they're oval bent. That's actually a pretty trick little part. Should help for a clean installation. Got some more traditional bolts and washers. It's all grade 8 stuff and instructions. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to take the top off Bob's Jeep, and I got a feeling that's going to be the hardest part of this whole entire cage install. And then actually the original Torx bits that haven't been out since 1997 could prove to be fruitful as well. So we're going to take the top off. We're going to get this old factory little crossbars removed and put in this new Rusty's cage. So this was a pretty straightforward install. It requires a little bit of finesse and finagling. We didn't want to take the windshield and lay it all the way down because of the lights. So it helps have an extra set of hands. You remove the bolts here because it's going to bolt right back into the factory hardware. You unbolt your factory bar up here and it comes with a really nice little bracket that reuses the factory hardware. Cute little bracket there. And then you remove the bolt here from the factory stuff and it comes with a new hardware. New crossbar. It comes with grab handles all fully welded on there. So while I say this isn't built and designed and engineered for major, huge rollover end over end over end, this is going to be great for the application for the weekend warrior, trail rider, you know, someone that wants to go hit Moab once a year and not get crazy, go do all their local trail stuff of that nature. It'll suit these needs very well. I was impressed with the fit, the finish. The powder coat is just impeccable. It's just, man, dollar for dollar, it's a heck of a bang for the buck. So if you need a good little sport cage you want to put in your TJ, Rusty's Off-Road, definitely a good place to hit up. Or give us a call at the shop. We can take care of you here at All Pro too.